You're on.
Hello, music fans. Welcome to another edition of the Courtyard Concerts by David Doucet, brought to you by my lovely wife, Dee Dee, and her assistant, Butternut the dog. It is the first weekend of Jazz Fest, or the virtual Jazz Fest. I want to thank WWOZ for putting out the cubes and having shows. If you're interested, a 2015 set with Doucet will be on next Thursday. I believe it's at 4, but I'm not absolutely certain about the time. Should have checked on that first. But they're playing selected sets over the years on WWOZ, if you don't already know that. The candles here, this one is for our pal Allison Miner, who was an original Jazz Fester organizer with Quint and of course Nancy Oschenschlager and lots of other people. Our friend Allison died in 1996, I believe, from cancer. She was a very cool pal. So we have a candle. It's an ancient candle. We did try not to use it too much because we don't want to burn it out. And we have a candle here for the
Santa Muerta.
The Santa Muerte, which is for all the people who have been affected by this awful virus that's going around. And hopefully no one's going to use Lysol or Clorox to try to disinfect themselves. So let's get some music done. As usual, I have a PayPal account up there. Be kind. I didn't put up the United Way of Acadiana Feed the Envie because I didn't get the message from Chef Pat. It is also this week Festival International in Lafayette, and I believe they're doing the same thing. They're playing from shows over the years, which is a cool deal. So there's a lot of competition right now. I believe at Jazz Fest right now I'm competing with Marva Wright, and we'll see what happens. So this first song, as I've been doing since we started doing this, is called You Are My Sunshine, and we dedicate this to a very good pal of ours, Hill Dupuy, who runs the Honey Baked Ham in New Orleans.
On Chapatula Street.
And he has done a bang-up business, and he has been very helpful. And we had a tragedy here at the condo this past week, and he was awesome to do this. So this is for Hill and his family. Thank y'all. And it's called You Are My Sunshine, the state song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Well, the other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, so I hung my head down and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Let's hear it on the harp. Always love you and make you happy, hey Butternut, if only you will say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you will regret it all one one day. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Oh, please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, I see the dogs are in the yard. We have a mini audience. This is awesome. Thank y'all for listening. And thank you, Hill, one more time. You're a great guy. All right, so let's get started here. And Ann, another neighbor, is there. We're all social distancing in the yard. We're gonna play a song from that I recorded with Doucet many years ago on our first album, the blue one, and it is called J'ai fait tout le tour de Grand Bois. I made a little pass in the big woods only to go visit you, only to find that your parents hate me. And in fact, one of them sicks the dogs after me, the other one kicks me. So there you go. It's that kind of a day, that kind of a mood with all that's going on. So let's see if I'm in tune enough to do this. This was a lullaby that my grandmother used to kind of half whistle when she would babysit me, and I must have inherited her whistling abilities, because I whistle, but it doesn't really sound like a whistle. I'm not very good at it. This was a lullaby that was also collected by an early folklorist in Louisiana, Irene Therese Whitfield. J'ai fait tout le tour de Grand Bois. Fait tout le tour de Grand Bois avec ma jogue pombo, mon petit cheval blond de blessé et mes couillottes à briesser. Comment tu veux t'avoir, tu restes au bord de Grand Bois. Comment tu veux je te marie, j'ai rien qu'un paire de souliers. J'ai fait tout le tour de Grand Bois avec ma jogue pombo, mon petit cheval blond de blessé et mes couillottes à briesser. Comment tu veux je t'avoir, ta mère me déchaîne derrière moi. Comment tu veux je te marie, j'ai rien qu'une paire de souliers. J'ai fait tout le tour de Grand Bois avec ma jogue pombo, mon petit cheval blond de blessé, mes couillottes à briesser. Comment tu veux je t'avoir, ta mère me déchaîne derrière moi. Comment tu veux je te marie, j'ai rien qu'un paire de souliers. J'ai fait tout le tour de Grand Bois avec ma jogue pombo, mon petit cheval blond de blessé et mes couillottes à briesser. Comment tu veux je t'avoir, tu restes au bord de Grand Bois. Comment tu veux je te marie, j'ai rien dit sur mon nom. Comment tu veux je t'avoir, t'emmène les chandeliers à moi. Comment tu veux je te marie, Juliette qu'un paire de souliers. J'ai fait tout le tour de Grand Bois. All right. Thank you, Yard. Thank y'all. Cool. I haven't done that in a while. So, I had a couple of requests. This is one that, let's do the easy one first, and then we'll do the harder one. How about that? This is a song that learned, we recorded on the Echo album, Beausoleil, back in 1993 or 4, not sure when. And it's a song we learned from a guy whose name was Edius Nakan. And Edius was from a town called Riddell, Louisiana, just north of Mamou. And usually when I tell this at the columns on Mondays, I give the geographical way of how to get there. But I'm going to avoid that today. But Edius was he was a fiddle player and sang ballads about kings and queens and royalty and things like that. And his grandparents, or his parents, were directly from France, apparently. So he had a different group of stories to tell. This is one that he had about Napoleon Bonaparte, who conscripted Louisiana soldiers to bring him some cannons so that they could win a battle or whatever. And he paid them 5,000 francs to do it. And just a little story about the music business, if you don't already know. So we did this in 1992 or 3, and I'd say that probably the first internet that I ever got on was about 1994, and found out that Billboard had not just the regular pop and the country singles, it also had the world beat singles. I did not know that before. This song made it to number 16 on the Billboard world beat charts, and which was really cool. Now, that's good. It was a great record. It didn't get much attention. But that, in terms of monetary value, getting to the world beat number 16, I think paid us each probably about $3 each. So you can see that, like they've always said, there ain't no money in playing folk music. Anyway, La Ville de Montaut, the city of Montaut. Usually I get my buddy Al plays fiddle and sings on this. Do a solo version. I'm not sure. La ville de Montaut, oui, grande vue, mais qu'est si belle. La ville de Montaut, oui, grande vue, mais qu'est si belle. Et les carnets de tous ces Louisianais avec tous les braves soldats. Bonaparte a su nous fabriquer sa patrie nationale. Bonaparte a su nous fabriquer sa patrie nationale. C'est Bonaparte qui nous envoie ici pour apprécier votre talent. Vous allez à Bonaparte, on se moque de lui. Vous allez à Bonaparte, on se moque de lui. On se moque de lui le jour comme la vie, oui, la nuit comme le jour. On vous compterait chacun 5 000 francs. Si Si vous voulez appeler, c'est le grand canon. On se moque de lui le jour comme la nuit. Oui, la nuit comme le jour. La ville des manteaux, ah oui, grande, mais qu'est si belle. La ville des manteaux, ah oui, grande, mais qu'est si belle. See if we can do that one again. Thank y'all. Thank
This
you.
is your in-ear producer here. So
What's that?
this we're gonna take Dr. Death away.
All right, Dr. Death is going to go away.
Replace it with a Campari soda. You're gonna say hi to your sister,
Hello, Paulette.
and you're gonna say that's to say to everybody at Zulu that's fighting the corona.
My sister would like to remind me.
No.
Oh, I understand. Hello, Paulette. You know, a lot of people don't know that my brother and I have a sister named Paulette. We have an older sister, and she lives in Pensacola Beach in Florida. And she has a lovely house, lovely family, beautiful house, and beautiful surroundings. And she listens every week we do this. And I've taught her a lot of things that she didn't know. Like, for example, I do play guitar, and have been for quite a long time, as well as the harmonica, the accordion, the ukulele, the mandolin. I don't play violin. I play the egg, the little So, Paulette, here's to you. And the other thing is, of course, we'd like to have another shout out to a lot of people that are suffering from this disease are members of the crew of Zulu. And
We go every morning, go morning.
We're big fans of the organization, as everyone in New Orleans and the world is, and we know how hard it is. It's a very difficult time. All righty. Let's see if I'm in tune enough to do this. This is one that I've been meaning to do for a while. I don't want to repeat too many songs, although I don't mind doing it, but I have not played this one yet. This is one that I did on my last album, the one that's called 1957. It came out over 20 years now, believe it or not. And people ask me if I have another album coming out, and in fact, I've recorded probably enough for 3 of them. They're just sitting on a computer drive somewhere. Someday, I promised myself we'd do it this year. Maybe towards the end of the year we'll get a CD out. I don't know, we'll see. I have done it with solo and with Al Tharp and with Scott Four, 3-time national flat picking champion. Or is it 2, Scott? I'm not sure.
So many you can't count them all.
This is a song that the reason why I liked it, had to do with one of the first real guitar players. There have been several guitar players of note in Louisiana music and Cajun music. One, of course, was Cleoma Falcon, who played with her husband Joe Falcon in the original 1929 recordings. There was also a man from Marksville, or from Avoyelles Parish, whose name was Blind Uncle Gaspard, and he recorded as a soloist and also as an accompanist to Latchme. What's his name? Delma Latchney. My God, I forgot.
Latch me, dash me.
tongue to it. It's time for a drink. Anyway, that wasn't a good choice. We'll let the helicopter go. It doesn't have a banner on it like Jazz Fest. Delma Latchney.
There you go. But the drink did help.
And the story was in 1936, Delma got an offer to record some music, but he had to go to Chicago, and blind Uncle Gaspard was indeed blind. So they had a friend, he didn't have a car, they had a friend in Alexandria who had a dealership who drove them from Marksville, Louisiana to Chicago, somehow crossing the Mississippi River at least twice, and in the dead of winter. This must have been quite a trip. And they recorded several sides, and this was one of them that's called Bayol. If you listen to Bruce Degrapont when he does his Fado Dos at Tipitinas, he does this. And other than Bruce, I haven't heard that many people do this. This is one of those lost songs. It's a song about a guy and his relationship with his girlfriend and his mother. Don't ever go against your mom. That's your mom was born. Anyway, it's called Bayal. It's a strange Friday, y'all. It is Jazz Fest weekend.
It's the Lysol.
It's the Lysol. That's what it is. Maybe it's because I ate a light bulb last night, because light's supposed to help this. Here we go. Bayal. Ma chère Bayol, viens-t'en encore, ma chère amie, ma vie réunie, c'est la cause de toi, ma chère Bayol. J'avais déjà écouté ma chère vieille maman, c'est pas de la misère. Oh, chère maman, tu m'as laissé ici, comme un pauvre orphelin du pays. Oh, chère, viens donc me joindre à chaque grand jour à venir. Ma chère Bayol, ma chère amie. Ma mort, c'est toi, je voudrais donc qu'il reste de moi avec ton mouchoir. Oh, chat, si jamais je viens mourir, viens donc passer ça, sa grosse main blanche autour de ma tête. ma chère Bayonne, viens donc encore, ma chère amie. Bayol. Yay. All right, ça c'est bon. Thank you. All right, let's see here. This was a request from someone.
Paulette couldn't get on, so she didn't hear your whole speech.
Oh, Paulette, listen to it later. Everyone else is listening to it later. So I'm going to play 2 waltzes in a row, which is, you know, not that it's not illegal. But someone wanted to know about this song. They really liked it. This was from the 1957 record that I did, and requires extensive tuning. And while I tune it, I'll explain where I got the tuning from.
Keel is watching from Maui. No, shake it, shake it, shake it.
I got the tuning from listening to John Fahey, and I've already told the story a couple of weeks ago of being asked to play on a tribute record for John Fahey, so I don't have to go through that again, but I always thought that John Fahey played in a lot of open tunings. He played in a couple of them, but most of his stuff is not. This one is a tuning that I forgot the song that he used it for. I find it very limited. I played 2 songs in this tuning. Get that low C. This is a C tuning. As you can tell how deep it is. Get that one down. Hard tuning to get into. So if you want to know the tuning, it is C, G, C, G, C, D, from low to high. This was a song collected by Alan Lomax back in 1934 when he came through Louisiana. This was sung by a guy named Monsieur Bournou. I think this was outside of Crowley, Louisiana. I'm not quite sure. It's been too long since I've looked it up. And it's a song called Belle. And the song is about a guy that just got back from helping his girlfriend move to Texas. And he gets a letter from her almost immediately saying that she's deathly ill. Come and help me. So he does. He has to hock his mule, however, to go. Sounds like John Fahey, doesn't it? He has to hock his mule to get back to her. And unfortunately, he never gives his girlfriend a name other than Belle, but the horse has a name. And he calls the horse Henry, and he really regrets that he had to sell his horse. So the song is in a strange kind of time. It's not quite a waltz, and it's not quite a 2-step. And you can tell it took a while to put it in that tuning, and it's called Belle.
Mais j'ai une belle ici, belle, c'est par rapport à toi, belle. Mais j'ai une belle ici, belle, c'est par rapport à toi, belle. J'ai pris ce char ici, belle, pour m'en aller au Texas, belle. J'ai pris ce char ici, belle, pour m'en aller au Texas, belle. Il y avait juste 3 jours, belle, long que j'étais là-bas, belle. Il y avait juste 3 jours, belle, long que j'étais là-bas, belle. J'ai reçu une lettre de toi, belle, que t'étais bien malade, belle. J'ai reçu une lettre de toi, belle, que t'étais bien malade, belle. J'ai reçu lettre de toi, belle, que t'étais bien malade, belle. J'ai reçu lettre de toi, belle, que t'étais bien malade, belle. Que t'étais bien malade, belle, en danger de mourir, belle. Que le dedans de toi, belle, en danger de mourir, belle. J'ai pris ce char ici, belle, pour m'en revenir ici, belle. J'ai pris ce char encore, belle, pour m'en revenir ici, belle. Quand j'arrive à toi, belle, t'étais sans connaissance, belle. Quand j'arrivais à toi, belle, t'étais sans connaissance, belle. Je m'en ai retourné de bord, belle, m'en ai retourné là-bas, belle. M'en ai retourné de bord, belle, m'en ai retourné là-bas, belle. Je m'en ai retourné de bord, belle, m'en ai retourné là-bas, belle. M'en ai retourné de bord, belle, m'en ai retourné là-bas, belle. J'ai portiqué mon cheval, belle, pour te sauver la vie, belle. J'ai portiqué mon cheval, belle, pour sauver la vie, belle. Aussi j'ai pu mourir, belle, c'est par avoir m'aimé, belle. Aussi j'ai pu mourir, belle, c'est par avoir m'aimé, belle. Sans m'en donner ces deux belles, mais s'oublier ces longues belles. Sans m'en donner ces deux belles, mais s'oublier ces longues belles. Mais s'oublier ces longues belles, mais s'oublier ces longues belles. That's Belle. I lost it on that one almost. Thank y'all.
Oak pollen, tree pollen.
You know, as many years as we've been playing Jazz Fest, this would have been our 43rd, I think, time we played Jazz Fest. We were scheduled for today. In fact, and our time slot was 2:30, 2:15 to 3:15 or something like that. So next year, we thought maybe next fall, but that's not going to happen. So every year when we play Jazz Fest, they put down grass seeds so it doesn't, the dust does not, it abates the dust. Well, what it does, it abates my throat. And apparently that Ligustrum's Confederate jasmine and anything blooming
Oak pollen.
is killing me. So here we go. Hopefully I can make it to the end.
You got your pink drink.
I got pink drink. So this song was requested. It's got the same tuning. And if you're into playing guitar, I'll explain it. It's a C tuning, but it's modified. The C tuning, of course, is C, G, C, G, C, D. And I found that that low C is really, really low, especially if you capo it. It ends up bottoming out usually. So I use a banjo capo and leave the low. I raise the C to a D. Capo second fret, so I got a D chord. if you are a music person, you'll understand that tuning doesn't have a third in it. So you have to play the third when you do it. This is a song that was recorded by Dennis McGee way back when. It was called, the song is called La Valse du Vacher, the Cowboy's Waltz. That is also on the 1957 album. All right.
J'attrape mon câble et me prends pour aller chercher ma bébé. Tu connais, elle est cachée, c'est aussi loin du les grands bois. Connais pas comment je vais voir mes malheureux. Chercher mon câble et me prendre pour aller chercher ma vie belle. Bon, je peux pas sous les yeux malheureux me voir m'en aller, moi tout seul, ma chérie.
Was one of your requests.
That was definitely a request. Thank
Yeah.
y'all. Woo. Hadn't played that in a long time. Let's not bust a string on the way up. All right, I'm going to play an
You've
accordion
got
song.
lots of time.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get back to standing here.
Joanne and the girls are watching with Johnny. You gotta give triangle lessons over there someday. Do you play triangle?
I used to.
You'll have to tell Paulette.
Oh, Paulette, I'll play the triangle too. Not as good as Barry Ensolet, but I can play the triangle. And the best is no.
It's a good job.
All right. They get this up to. I am going to play maybe 2 accordion songs. One is today is our accordionist in Beausoleil, Chad Huball's birthday.
Yay, Chad Huball, happy birthday.
Yay, Chad.
Bon anniversaire.
Why I know that? Well, because I'm the road manager of Beausoleil, so I know everything about everybody in the band. I know their birthdays, their wives, their visa numbers, their passport numbers, and everything else. So, anyway,
Yikes.
I got 1,000 notifications today that it is Chad's birthday today. So, okay, here we go. In fact, the notification on my phone is saying, "Call Chad to tell him happy birthday." Chad, this is for you, man. Oop. Now, I'm going to play a song because one of Chad's heroes is Errol Verrett. And you know, I should have taken out my Errol Verrett accordion to play this, but I didn't think of it until just now. It's too late. Chad is an accordion. He will be an accordion maker. He's been trying to build a shop for a long time. He is Mr. Accordion. He's Dr. Accordion. And Errol Verrett, if you don't know, Errol was one of Beausoleil's original accordion players, the original being Bessel Duyon, who played with Jimmy C. Newman for many years. And Errol was there, as well as Mark de Bazile and Robert Jardell, Jimmy Bro, his brother Pat Bro, Jimmy, who we have now? We have Chad. Anybody else in there? We had a couple of substitutes. Michael Doucet was our accordion player for a while. Anyway, this one's for Chad. It's a song that Errol wrote with the 3 of us, Michael, me, and Errol, after playing a wedding long ago on the east side of the Atchafalaya Basin. Can't remember who we married. I just remembered we got really drunk and we drove home like idiots, and we had to stop, and we ended up playing this song for a long time in someone's front ditch. Errol called it we call it the Bayou Sorel 2-step.
play one more accordion song. This one is called, we called it La Rue Canal. This was on our Pralines à Bois album, which came out in 1984. A great album, and it was well recorded by Chris Strakowitz. And this was a song that Michael had given me a cassette of some tapes, and we listened to this, and we could hear the music, but we couldn't understand the words. So he rewrote the words, and it stands for Canal Street. Of course, on the bandstand, we called it Root Canal. Silly boys. That way we could remember the song. It's a song about an old boy that comes to the big city and finds his girlfriend, the woman he's loved his whole life, and asks her if she'll come back with him to live in the swamps, and for some strange reason, she does. La Rue Canal.
Pour chercher là-bas, tu m'as dit t'aurais resté en Bombay. On traversait la route canal, on emmenait ma jolie fille, mais moi je connais, c'était là trop longtemps passé. Ma jolie fille, on fait pleurer, oh t'étais si heureux. On va l'emmener avec moi, traverser la rue Canal, toi et moi, jolie pour la dernière fois.
Canal. All right. Gets a little dramatic there at the end. All right. I hope y'all are listening out there. There's some people. Let's see what I got next. I got some American songs that I had some requests on those too. It's probably time for a Mississippi John Hurt song. Well, let's see. Oh, I know. Not yet. Hello, Butternut. My co-director is here, Butternut. I'm sorry y'all can't see him. Last week we had some technical difficulties. Found out that Cox Cable was in the neighborhood messing around with people's internet. Hopefully I didn't freeze up yet. I'm going to play a couple of Delmo Brothers songs. Delmo Brothers were a group that I learned about from Doc Watson. In fact, I played the Big River Blues like a few weeks back. But I was listening to some Delmo Brothers last night, and this is a song that one of the first Doc Watson songs that he did that I learned how to do. It is called The Browns Ferry Blues.
And I did this last week, but I think it locked up onto us and everyone left. So we'll do it again. Not that key. We need a C key. Yeah. Here we go.
Hard luck, Papa, coming down the lane. If Mama came back his walking cane. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. He threw it away and he went to town to see that woman, and now he's down. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. Hard luck, Papa's getting too tight. If you don't quit drinking, be high as a kite. Lord, Lord, got the Browns Ferry blues. He's drinking that black and tackle kind. He can walk a block and tackle a line. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. I walked up to my girl's old man, asked him for my true love's hand. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. He said I look like a loot-galoot. Instead of his hand, I got his foot. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. Hard luck, Papa, standing in the rain. If the world was corn, he couldn't buy grain. Lord, Lord, he got them Browns Ferry blues. He runs around in second-hand clothes. You can smell his feet wherever he goes. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. The revenue man took my gin, hope they don't come back again. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues. They took my little sweetie too, 'cause she had a little drink or two. Lord, Lord, I got them Browns Ferry blues.
Yahoo!
All right. Woo, peppy.
And they're rolling out from the islands. You got Susan and George
We
and
like
Keely.
the Susans. Yeah, we like all that. All right. The Delmore brothers were from, they were a brother team, Alton and Rayburn. They were from, I think they were from Birmingham originally, or from North Alabama, and they were on the Grand Ole Opry. And I grew up listening, after hearing about them, had to get an album. And this is one of their songs. It's kind of going to the Western songs that I like to do. This one is called The Fugitive's Lament. If I can get the singing to. So it's kind of a Western song, or like we say, like to say, Western.
I hear the sad howling of coyotes prowling. It sounds so mournful to me. It brings back memories of cherished loved ones, of ones I'm longing to see. I'm riding away out on the lone prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas.
Texas, a fugitive ever to be. I had a good mother, I had a good father. They handed a warning to me. The men that I ran with committed a murder and laid the blame on me. I'm riding away out on the long prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. Little Maggie, my sweetheart, I know she's lonely and longs for me to return. My happiness ended the night we parted, and now for her I yearn. I'm riding away out on the lone prairie, the rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. How lonely, how dreary, with nothing to cheer me. My thoughts go stealing back home. My life of sadness will never know gladness. I'm branded forever to roam. I'm riding away out on the long prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. All right.
Sweet.
That is a sweet tune, you're right. The old Delmore Brothers. Let's see, what's next? Let's get a sip of something. Well, I hope y'all having a good festing in place, homing in place, whatever we call it. You know, you know what I've discovered after the past 5 weeks or more is not to listen to the news because they don't know what they're talking about. Nobody.
This is.
I do think that swallowing a light bulb might be the cure of all, but we'll just see.
We'll see.
All right, so a couple of more here, flat pick, and then I'll do a Mississippi John Hurt. But I have to do this because I did this last week, and
You have to tell Doug that he already missed Bonsoir Moreau.
Doug, I haven't played Bonsoir Moreau.
Oh, you haven't played Bonsoir Moreau?
Next week.
Next week.
I
Oh,
wanna-
no, you played Veal on My Toe.
I played Veal on My Toes.
Yeah.
We're going to do another cowboy type song. This one's from Marty Robbins. Get the picks out. I love this Marty Robbins album. It's called Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, or is it Trail Songs and Gunfighter Ballads, whatever. The album is pink. I don't know what that really means, but
Gunfighters in Pink album.
on that album is the original version of El Paso, the original version of Big Iron on His Hip, really great songs, an awesome version of The Hanging Tree, as well as Cool, Cool Water, which is a great song. This is another one on there that I got a request to do this a couple of weeks ago and didn't have a chance to get to it. one called Running Gun. You never know when you might need a running gun. I rode out of Kansas City, headed south to Mexico. I was running, dodging danger, left the girl that I love so. Far behind lay Kansas City and the past that I had learned. 20 notches on my 6-gun marked the lesson I had learned. Many times I sold my fast gun for a place to lay my head, till the nights began to haunt me by the man that I left dead. Couldn't stand it any longer with this life that I'd begun, so I said goodbye to Jeannie and became a running gun. I rode into Amarillo as the sun sank in the west, my thoughts in Kansas City with the girl that I love best. As I smiled and kissed her gently and I turned away to go, said I'd send for her to meet me when I reached old Mexico. I had barely left the saddle and my foot just touched the ground, when a cold voice from the shadows told me not to turn around. Said he knew about the fast gun, knew the price paid by the law, challenged by a bounty hunter, so I turned around to draw. I knew someday I'd meet him, for his hand light flacked and flashed. My own goods stood in leather as his bullet tore its path. As my streak was slowly fading, I could see him walk away, and I knew that where I lie tonight, he too must lie someday. Now the crowd is slowly gathering, but my eyes are growing dim, and my thoughts return to Jeannie and the home that we had blessed. Oh, please tell you, won't you, mister, she's the only one. But a woman's love is wasted when she loves a running gun. Running gun. Running gun. Kind of silly song, huh? I love lying there dead. All right, let's see here. Is it time for Mississippi John Hurt? Another PSA here to my friend Cato, who suggested that I learn this song, and I listened to it last night, and it's really good. It's called Floating Bridge by Sleepy John Estes. It sounds like a great song. I didn't have time to learn it today, but I'm going to work on it. From all the photographs I have of Mississippi John Hurt, he hung around a lot with Sleepy John when they both got rediscovered. So this is a Mississippi John Hurt song that we're going to do, maybe Doc style. Yeah. We'll do it Doc style. This is for Doug. Where I want to put that. Let's put that in B flat. What the heck? On Doc's what was it called? On Stage album. This is the third song on the first side, or the fourth song rather. And it's called Spike Driver's Blues, and it's an adaptation of Mississippi John Hurt, which I'm going to do too. The most important thing here, if you learn how to finger pick guitar, is what your thumb's doing. John Hurt had an awesome thumb. There's not that many videos of him playing, but if you look up the Pete Seeger Rainbow Quest series, he's on it and he's playing a couple of tunes and you can watch his thumb in action. And for me, that's where it was. It's all in the thumb. Ask Chet Atkins and people that love Chet Atkins, that's stuff. So this one's called Spike Driver's Blues. Oh, I might need some word help with that. Let's see here. I hate doing it, but I think I'm gonna have to. Spike Driver. Yeah, there he is. Hello, Birdie. Sounds like John Henry up there.
John Henry was a steel driving boy. Yes, sir, he went down. Yes, sir, he went down. He went down. Take this hammer and give it to the captain. My buddy, tell him I'm gone. You can tell him I'm gone. You swear I'm gone. This is the hammer that killed John Henry, but it won't kill me. No, it won't kill me. No, it won't kill me. It's a long ways from East Colorado, but it to my home, 100 to my home, 100 to my home. John Henry, he laid his hammer, lay inside the road, lay inside the road. John Henry's dead. John Henry, he had a pretty little wife. Her name was Polly Ann. Her name was Polly Ann. She drove steel like a man. John Henry was steel driving boy. Oh, but he went down. Yes, he went down. Yes, he went down. It's a long ways from East Colorado, 100 to my home, 100 to my home, 100 to my home.
All right. Got the thumb. All right. Thank y'all. Let's see, one more Mississippi John song that I can think of. This one is I got a story about this one. This is called Frankie, his version of Frankie and Johnny. In 1982.
It's 6:12.
What?
It's 6:12. Is that okay? Okay, cool.
Two more.
Cool.
If anyone's listening out there.
Yeah, they're there.
In 1982, we played, old Beausoleil played at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, and got to meet Mike Seeger. And I just heard this album that was not new, but my roommate, Raoul Bro, had it, and it was Mike Seeger playing old-time music, and this was a song that he had on it. I didn't have the original John Hurt version. It was Frankie. And I'll never forget talking to Mike Seeger, who was a great musician, a great kind of a folklorist or an ethnomusicologist. And I said, I love your version of Frankie. And he says, well, I wasn't very happy with it. And I said, why? Well, first of all, I played it on the wrong guitar. He wouldn't have played it on a dreadnought-sized guitar. He would have played it on a small guitar. And second of all, I used finger picks, and John Hurt never would have used finger picks. And I said, well, despite that, I thought it was a fantastic version of Frankie. So I'm going to give that a whirl right here. The things we say. It's all about the details, isn't it?
It's either the devil or God that's in the details. It's either the devil or God. I can't ever remember which.
True.
It might be both of them.
Very true. This song made a stir on the folk music circuit in the early 60s because no one could figure out how he did it. They really didn't think that he played in an open tuning, which he did. It's an open G tuning, capoed up. And once again, his lyrics are always so bizarre compared to the ones that people are familiar with that no one really understood that it was Frankie and Johnny, because basically the song for him was Frankie and Albert. Things are a little different in Mississippi.
Frankie was a good girl, most everybody knows. She paid $100 for Albert's one suit of clothes. He was her man, and he done her wrong. Frankie went down to the corner saloon, said she wasn't gonna be gone long. She peeped through the keyhole in the door, she spied Albert in Alice's arms. He's her man, and he's doing her wrong. Frankie called old Albert. Albert said, I don't care. If you don't come to the woman you love, I'm gonna haul you out of here. You're my man, and you're doing me wrong. Frankie shot poor Albert, and she shot him 3 or 4 times. She said, let me blow back the smoke of my gun, let me see old Albert dying. He's my man, but he done me wrong. Frankie and the judge walked down the stand, walked out side by side, and the judge says to Frankie, you're gonna be justified for killing your man, 'cause he done you wrong. Dark was the night, cold was on the ground. The last words that Frankie said is, I laid old Albert down. He was my man, and he did me wrong. Frankie was a good girl, everybody ought to know. She paid $100 for Albert's one suit of clothes. He was a man, and he done her wrong. He was a man, and he done her wrong.
Yeah, you
Thank y'all for listening. We'll be back, I guess, next Friday, if not sooner. You never know. Remember that the Beausoleil set is next Thursday on WWOZ, and I'm not quite sure what we did in 2015. That's 5 years ago. My God, what did we do? Hopefully we didn't screw up too much. I'm gonna finish off with another Delmore Brothers song. I'm gonna get this back in tune. If you like songs that you know that I might know, please Facebook me the request. I'll try to learn them. It's been quite an adventure the past month or so doing this stuff. I have resurrected songs that I forgot that I knew, and it's just always kind of it's exciting, and we hope that everything works out and no one gets sick. Enjoy your Jazz Fest. Got my Jazz Fest hat on. Every year I buy a different color. I think this one came from 2 years ago, maybe 3. Can't remember, but we'll see. So this is a Delmore Brothers song that I always have liked, and it's called I'm Gonna Lay Down My Old Guitar. I might even try to blow a harp on that. Let's see. I might even be able to yodel, Paulette. Thank y'all for listening. I really do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Butternut appreciates it. Dee Dee appreciates it. My neighbors in the yard appreciate it. The Courtyard crew. Couldn't do it without all of you. I'm gonna lay down my old guitar. Gonna lay down my old guitar. Oh, I wish I could tie it to my side. Take it along with me. There's no one to cry for me. There's no one to cry for me. I wandered so far away, can't you see? No one to cry for me. I'm gonna lay down my old guitar. Lay down that old guitar. Oh, I wish I could tie it to my side. Take it along with me. I'm sick in a lonesome bed. I'm sick in a lonesome bed. Ain't no one to hold my aching hand. Sick in a lonesome bed. Gonna lay down my old guitar. I'm gonna lay down my old guitar. Oh, I wish I could tie it to my side. Take it along with me. I'm telling the world goodbye. I'm telling the world goodbye. I'm telling the world and my dear little girl, telling them all goodbye. Gonna lay down my old guitar. Gonna lay down my old guitar. Oh, I wish I could tie it to my side. Take it along with me. A yodelay, yodel, yodelay, yodel, yodelay.
Merci beaucoup. À bientôt, y'all. See y'all next time. Stay safe. Don't get in trouble
You
now.
want to do a PSA for Frank Bryson?
Oh, yeah. By the way, my friend Frank Wrightson, Chef Frank Wrightson, is doing his Jazz Fest demo tomorrow on Facebook Live. I'm sure that it's going to be posted everywhere. He's going to be making crawfish étouffée. That's what he was scheduled to do tomorrow for Jazz Fest. And he told me today that he's got a slightly different recipe. So we might want to go out and shopping for crawfish tails tonight. Hint.
We
Thank
think
y'all.
it's around 1:30, right? But
He
check
told me
his
that
Facebook
it's
page.
at 1:30 tomorrow, but check his Facebook page. It's 1:30 and it's going to go live. And if you don't miss it there, I think he's going to try to put it on YouTube. And if you don't see it there, Fox 8 will show it probably. I don't know, not sure exactly when, but he also has a couple of surprises for everybody. All right, so that's pretty cool. So tune in tomorrow at 1:30 for Frank Wrightson's cooking show, and thank you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Bonsoir et au revoir.
Nice job.